day, my dear students. I am Ramchandra Rao, Divya College of Education, Rajanagar, and I am the faculty of Department of English and English lecturer. Today, I want to go for BEd, the Pedagogy of English, Unit 2 for third semester, Teaching of Grammar. And what is the grammar? The grammar teaching is an essential in English language teaching field. Grammar rules like the molds of the parts of the machine. Without them, workers can only stand by the iron, water. Similarly, English language learners who have been lacking in grammar rules, instruction can neither use English language accurately to make a complete sentence nor speak English language fluently on accuracy. So, it's in that part, definitely, without the grammar, there is no English language in the universe. The grammar gives the beauty to the English, and the grammar gives the well structures to the English language, like the machine and machine parts. Without the parts, there is no machine, and you can't imagine the machine without the parts. So the English and grammar, they are both are interlinked and interrelated. In a common when we use the English language, when we teach the grammar, definitely the teacher has to learn, and the teacher has to the mastery knowledge regarding the grammar. Then only the teacher can teach effectively any English class. So come to the now, just we go for to learn and what is the grammar, what is the English grammar. The word grammar means different things to different people. The word grammar means different things to different people. To the ordinary citizen, it connotes correct or incorrect English. To a school student, it means an analytical and terminologically study of sentence. To a linguist, it means the total set of signals by which a given language express meaning and the total structure of a language. So that the meaning of the sentence or meaning of the text or meaning of a story, there is a need to grammar. So that we need to learn about what is the need and what is the importance, and how the techniques in the teaching by knowing English grammar. In this part, we will discuss about the need and importance of the teaching grammar. The importance of teaching grammar in English language is an ongoing debate, where on one hand the theorists and the practitioners have felt that the grammar significance in language learning cannot be mitigated. On the other hand, it is seen as nothing but a set of arbitrary rules and merely an exercise in naming parts of the sentence, something that can easily be done away with. An analysis of this ongoing debate has nevertheless brought to the fore the necessity of grammar teaching and its significance in language learning and enhancement. The grammar has a positive and real effect on all the four skills of language. The grammar has a positive and real effect on all the four skills of language. The language learning is being gradually recognized. Although the benefits of grammar on teaching and improving writing skills have been better accepted, the impact on reading, listening and speaking is also now being seen to be prominent. Okay, by learning the English grammar and the all the four skills, the LSRW, the listening, speaking, reading and writing skills. The four LSRW, the listening, speaking, reading, writing skills has been developed by knowing the English grammar. And not only that, and that have been accepted, its impact on reading, listening and speaking is also now being seen to be prominent. Enhanced communication skills call for a high degree of grammatical competency. Communicative proficiency involves knowledge and application of grammar and use of appropriate vocabulary of the language to convey meanings in a socially acceptable way. This is also the reason why the grammar teaching is considered an imperative and has found its way into language teaching labs. Once again, just I will discuss and briefly explain. Enhanced communication skills call for the high degree of grammatical competency. The enhanced, the elaborative communication skills call for the high degree of grammatical competency. Communicative proficiency involves the knowledge and application of grammar and use of appropriate vocabulary of the language to convey meanings in a socially acceptable way. By these words, we can understand the importance of knowing the English grammar. Communicative proficiency involvement, the knowledge and applicable of the grammar. If you have a communicative proficiency, definitely we apply the use of grammar in an appropriate way, an appropriate vocabulary of the language to convey the meanings in a to convey the meanings. Which have a mastery knowledge in the grammar uses, definitely just he convey the meanings in a the socially acceptable way. This is also the reason why grammar teaching is considered the imperative and has found its way into language teaching lab. Grammar is the basis of English language. Another important point is, my dear students and my dear learners and my dear teacher trainees of reading, the grammar is the base. The grammar is the important factor. The grammar is most essential for the base of English language. English, especially as a second or a foreign language, is not acquired naturally as an English, especially English as a second language or a foreign language is not acquired by us in a natural way. Instruction and structured learning are important. So, grammar and ESL, English as a second language. So, grammar and ESL learner learns how to operate at the sentence level and studies the governance of the syntax or word order that are the rule of the game in the language. While it is argued that some learners notice grammar rules and logic naturally, and it cannot be denied that if one hopes to acquire and use the English language accurately and fluently, grammar learning is necessary. Once who acquires the English language accurately and fluently, the grammar, the learning of the grammar is very necessary. So, the grammar teaching generally would involve the intervention of the teacher in the classroom. Some language teaching labs have also introduced this feature in their teaching content. Wordsworth English Language Lab is one such digital language teaching lab that has an audio-visual teaching content for grammar for school. So, some language teaching labs have also introduced this feature in their teaching content. The Wordsworth English Language Lab also is one of such digital language teaching lab that has provided an audio-visual teaching content for grammar for school. Up to so far, just you have to what is the grammar and the introduction of the grammar and the need and importance of the teaching grammar in the schools or colleges. Now we want to go for the types of grammar. Now the topic is the types of grammar. One common way to divide the different types of English grammars available is to be label them descriptive or prescriptive. So a grammar may contain elements of both. Generally, we can classify the grammar into two types. One is descriptive grammar and the other one is prescriptive grammar. Descriptive grammar. A descriptive grammar looks at the way a language is actually used by its speakers and then attempts to analyze it and formulate rules about the structure. Descriptive grammar does not deal with what is good or bad language use. Forms and structures that might not be used by speakers of standard English would be regarded as valid and included. It is a grammar based on the way a language actually is and not how some think it should be. The descriptive grammar involves the descriptive grammar looks at the way a language is actually used by its speakers and then attempts to analyze it and formulate rules about the structure. Descriptive grammar does not deal with the what is good or what is bad language use. In the descriptive grammar point of view, the descriptive grammar does not deal with the what is the wrong and what is the bad, the what is the good and the what is the bad language used by the speaker. That means in the descriptive grammar the speaker does not follow the grammatical points. The second one is prescriptive grammar. A prescriptive grammar lays out rules about the structure of a language. Unlike the descriptive grammar, it deals with what the grammarian believes to be right and wrong, good or bad language use. Not following the rules will generate incorrect language. Both types of grammar have their supporters and their detractors, which in all the probability suggests that both have their strengths and both have their weaknesses. Actually, the prescriptive grammar follows the grammatical mistakes. Simply, we can say in a single word, the descriptive grammar does not follows the good or bad language used by the speaker, whereas the prescriptive grammar that follows the grammar rules, and a prescriptive grammar lays out rules about the structure of a language. The prescriptive grammar, they follows the rules about what is the structure, what is the correct structure of a particular language. Unlike a descriptive grammar, the prescriptive grammar deals with what is the grammarian believes to be right and wrong, good or bad language use. Not following the rules will generate incorrect language. Both the descriptive grammar and prescriptive grammar, the both types of grammar have their supporters and their detractors, which in all the probability suggests that both have their strengths and weaknesses. The principles around which they are written are very different. A prescriptive grammar is one that lays down the rules for English language usage, while a descriptive grammar synthesizes rules for English language usage from the language that people actually use. A prescriptive grammarian believes that certain forms used are correct and that others even though they may be used by native speakers, are incorrect. Many prescriptivists feel that modern linguistics, which tends to place emphasis on actual rather than perceived language usage, is responsible for a decline in the standard of language. So, my dear students, up to now, just today, you have two classes have been completed. The one is curriculum across, language across the curriculum, and need of communication and the importance of communication. And in the second unit, we have discussed up to so far the teaching of grammar. What is grammar, and what is the need of the grammar, and what is the importance of the teaching grammar, and how many types of grammar, and just learned so far. So, just I have given an assignment for you. What is the need of communication and its importance? Write a small notes and submit within 1 week to our mails. And our second question is, and what is the grammar, and the meaning of the grammar, and the need and importance of the grammar, and what are the types of grammar. Just you have to write a small notes on it and submit.